Hey YouTube, this is Evan Magician 34. I've been missing a lot of weekends and I'm probably going to miss more weekends, so it's kind of my makeup to you. What I do on the weekends when I can't post videos or check PMs, I'm keeping myself busy making decks and stuff. This is my second variant of this deck. I didn't post the first one, sorry guys. This is Gadgets. I tried the variant of Gadgets before that was 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, but it was just kind of... It was a good deck when I had the Gadget in my opening hand, and when I didn't, it was kind of flopping around on the deck. And I was running Cyber Dragon in that variant, but I was finding it a little dead, and yes, it allowed me to use Overload Fusion to make Chimera Tech for a big damage kill, but I was having too much trouble getting through my opponent's back rows. So instead, I kind of streamlined it. This is my version 1.2. The original version was very successful. I haven't had enough playtesting to really say anything conclusive about this version just yet. So your input's welcome. I'm going to playtest this one and get back to you guys. So anyway, this is Gadgets, and this is more of a traditional Gadget deck too, like the old school, the original thing that made Gadgets scary. 3 green Gadgets. This is almost like not even worth saying. 3 red Gadgets. And 3 yellow Gadgets. So that's 9 cards. It's almost a quarter of your deck right there. Taking advantage of the new ban list all the way here on this next one. Double card Trooper. Buries your Gadgets, which is okay, but basically he acts like a Gadget. He also dodges Bottomless Trap Hole, which is nice. Comes out, they can't really touch him. Pump him to 19, swing and kill something, and then he gets you a card. So he's self-replacing like the Gadgets, so this guy's quite good. Snipe Hunter, golden oldie that goes so well with Gadgets, of course. Does all kinds of damage. And even if they bottomless him, you still kill their monster with his effect, almost surely. Gores, because your field is clear quite a bit, and this guy's a great power finish. As is his little friend here, Gladiator, who also benefits from the fact that you'll be adding cards to your hand all the time. This guy often comes out for 3 grand. Quite powerful there, too. And this last pick is weird, but I think he's got a lot of potential. Psychic Commander. I hadn't been running a tuner before. This is the last monster in the deck, in fact. It only runs 15 monsters. He too dodges Bottomless Trap Hole, which is pretty crucial right now, but he can still trade at up to 19 points, and he can sync to make stuff like Black Rose to clean a big field, which is pretty awesome. So he's worth a look, he's worth a try. We're going to see how that works. I think it'll turn out real well, actually. Heavy Storm, go into the spells, of course. 1 copy Pot of Avarice. Now we get into the cool stuff. Double Vortex. And once again, taking advantage of the new ban list. Triple Smashing Ground. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. It's awesome. And it's going to get followed up with 3 Fissure, because killing your opponent's monsters is how you win. It's always summon, make up for the Gadget you're probably going to lose in battle, pop their monster if it's not already gone from some other card effect, swing over for a little bit of damage. They come back, kill your Gadget, you don't care because you're just going to kill their monster with a card effect next turn. That's how it works. Gadgets are a war of attrition. If you don't know what that means, well, look it up. You're on the internet. 2 copies of Shield Crush. This card is amazingly useful. Don't bother running 3 because you really don't need it. Most things go into attack mode anyway, and they're trying to kill your Gadgets, which may or may not be actually the best plan. But for when they don't remember, you can always attack a defense position monster if you don't have Shield Crush, and don't worry about it because it'll turn face up no matter what it is. You attacked it. And if there's something you don't like at the end of that, you can go to main phase 2 and Fissure Smash it. Keep their field clean. Awesome card for Gadgets, Shrink, because it keeps your Gadget alive, plus it kills their monster. Terrific set. So you can just deal that much more damage to him next turn. Something that works in a similar capacity, but is also a game ender. Classic for Gadgets, of course, limiter removal. Onto the traps. Mirror Force. Duh. Torrential, because you don't care if your Gadgets die. And the card that made Gadgets so nasty not too long ago, Royal Oppression. Down to 2, kind of sucks, but that's life. And they don't get long to recover under Oppression either. Which is pretty cool. Double Bottomless. Just more removal. And the last 3 pieces of removal, recently given to us in common form, Dimensional Prison. Just one more awesome set card you can use with this deck. I don't use Book. You can certainly try Book, but I think Book's kind of kind of beating around the bush, and it doesn't always kill stuff, and there are one too many things out there with high defenses. Why book when I can just kill it? This is one of the few decks where I'm actually not going to favor book. So yeah, and as far as the extra deck goes, I'm going to leave that ultimately up to you, because most of it's not going to matter. You can really, most of the time, you're going to sink just for 7, and it's mostly just Black Rose you're going to go for. If not, you can always go for, say, Psychic Life Transfer, or possibly even Rebellum, depending on the situation. Kind of depends on what your opponents had done to him by you. But you can sink for other things, remember, because you do run Tragoedia, and he can do some cool tricks. Especially stealing stuff, and you never know what he can accomplish. And you can sink for 6 because you got Card Trooper and whatnot. So keep your options open. If you're gonna run the Cyber Dragons and whatnot, of course you're gonna want Chimera Tech and Chimera Tech Fortress. You might want to run 1 Fortress in this deck anyway, even though you don't have the Cyber Dragon. Maybe your opponent does. He's at 2 now, so you never know. It's just a good extra to have in there. But I'm not actually going to give you a Synchro deck this time around, because it doesn't seem really necessary. So anyway, that's Gadget's version 1.2 or 2.0, or whatever you want to call it, whatever I end up calling it in the title bar. So yeah, and until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.